Welcome to the show. We are diving straight into the high-stakes world of digital infrastructure and legislative battles. First up, we head to West Virginia, where state senators Bill Hamilton and Robbie Morris and Delegate Jonathan Kyle are facing intense scrutiny over the controversial proposal for the fundamental data Ridgeline power plant. Legislators are debating whether the massive economic tax windfall for local budgets outweighs the serious environmental concerns raised by residents in Tucker County.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, the blueprint for the artificial intelligence boom is undergoing a radical transformation. Pete Sacco, CEO of PTS Data Center Solutions, is sounding the alarm that the era of massive, centralized data hubs is coming to an end. Instead, his new venture, Grey Wolf Data Centers, is betting on a decentralized franchise model that places smaller facilities closer to end users to slash latency for real-time AI inferencing. Then, we track the billions of dollars flowing into the backbone of the tech revolution. IMA Financial Group has just finalized a staggering $4 billion insurance placement to secure massive AI and high-performance computing campuses, with experts like Patrick Datz and Rachel Nixon highlighting the growing complexity of these capital-intensive assets. The insurance industry is scrambling to evolve its risk transfer strategies to keep pace with a trillion-dollar industry expansion. Finally, we explore how energy and sovereignty intersect in the American Southwest. Acoma Pueblo Governor Charles Riley just scored a major victory, forcing developers of the Project Jupiter Data Center complex to drop the unauthorized use of his tribe's name. As the state pushes forward with new geothermal leasing rules championed by Commissioner of Public Lands Stephanie Garcia Richard, the race to power the future of technology has never been more complicated. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever wonder what happens when the high-tech demands of the digital age collide with the rugged landscape of West Virginia? It is a clash of innovation versus preservation, and it is heating up right now in Elkins. At the recent annual legislative luncheon, state officials gathered to tackle a massive question. Are data centers the economic salvation our counties have been waiting for, or are they a source of environmental risk we simply can't ignore? This isn't just theoretical. Down in Tucker County, the proposal for the Ridgeline Power Plant, a massive 500-acre project designed to feed a thirsty data center, has locals split down the middle. Moderator Sidney Megan put the pressure on state senators Bill Hamilton, Robbie Morris, and Delegate Jonathan Kyle to weigh in, and their responses show just how complicated this balancing act really is. Senator Hamilton, who actually supported the legislation enabling these projects, admitted the narrative is shifting. He noted that while the tax benefits are clear, the public outcry over air and environmental pollution means it is time to take a second look at the policy. On the other hand, Delegate Jonathan Kyle took a strictly pragmatic approach, arguing that for a county struggling to fund EMS, schools, and police, this could be a game changer. He pointed out the obvious geographic reality. Not every county has thousands of acres of flat land to host these facilities, so perhaps those who do should take the lead. Senator Morris added a fascinating layer to the debate, highlighting the data severance tax model he helped push. Essentially, if a data center goes up in one county, neighboring areas, like Randolph, could actually reap a piece of the financial reward, much like the historic coal severance taxes. It's an attempt to turn a single massive project into a rising tide that lifts every local boat. But here is the million-dollar question. Is the promise of tax revenue worth the environmental cost? It's a classic tug-of-war between immediate economic survival and the long-term character of the community. What do you think? Should West Virginia lean into becoming a digital hub, or should we protect the landscape at all costs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more updates on how our local policies are shaping the future. After all, today's infrastructure decisions are the legacy we leave for tomorrow. Ever wonder where the massive brain of AI actually lives? Forget those giant, sprawling data centers hidden in the middle of nowhere. If you want a real-time AI experience that doesn't stutter, the future of the internet isn't big. It's everywhere. We are witnessing a massive pivot in infrastructure as the industry moves away from centralized hyperscale facilities toward a hyperlocal, distributed model. Pete Sacco, CEO of PTS Data Center Solutions, recently dropped a bombshell at Data Center World. The era of the megawatt giant is hitting a wall. Why? Because of physics. When you ask an AI a question, you need an answer yesterday. If your data center is hundreds of miles away in a desert, that 10-millisecond lag is an eternity in the world of real-time inferencing. To get that sub-1 millisecond response time users demand, computing power has to get physical. It has to be right in your backyard. Sacco is leading the charge with a new venture, Grey Wolf Data Centers, which flips the script entirely. Think of it less like a massive power plant and more like a Starbucks franchise model. Instead of one monster site, imagine dozens of agile, 10-megawatt hubs linked together in a decentralized network. This isn't just about speed, it's about survival. Between grid connection delays and growing pushback from local communities, building small and smart is becoming the only way to scale. And it gets even more interesting when you look at the energy strategy. We are talking microgrids, solar, battery storage, and even experimental hydrogen setups. They are essentially becoming their own utility providers, and they are doing it cheaper than the power grid. By converting local waste into energy in places like Connecticut, these facilities are proving they can outpace traditional utility costs while keeping the AI engine humming. It is a bold, decentralized vision that suggests the way we build the digital world is about to change forever. We are moving from the age of the monolith to the age of the network, and it's going to be fascinating to see how the construction industry adapts to this new, distributed reality. What do you think? Will we eventually have an AI data hub on every corner? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the tech that's building our tomorrow. After all, the future is arriving faster than we think. Imagine trying to insure a single building worth $20 billion. Sounds impossible, right? Well, for the insurance world, this isn't just a hypothetical. It's the new reality of the AI gold rush. IMA Financial Group just made headlines by closing a massive $4 billion property insurance deal for a major AI and high-performance computing data center. But this isn't just about one big check. It's a sign that our global infrastructure is shifting beneath our feet. Here is the reality. We are currently seeing a global spending spree on AI-centric infrastructure, with projections suggesting cumulative spending could soar past $900 billion by 2029. We are talking about campuses so dense and technologically advanced that they make traditional data centers look like ancient history. These aren't just buildings anymore. They are the heart of the modern economy. But this rapid growth is creating a massive headache for the insurance industry. When you have high-value, short-lived components, like those precious AI chips, financed by long-term debt, you create a complex web of risk that conventional insurance policies simply aren't built to handle. Experts at IMA are pointing out that traditional programs are falling behind. We are now seeing a push toward layered risk transfer, blending traditional property insurance with catastrophe bonds and even parametric triggers for things like power grid failures. It's a fascinating, high-stakes game of catch-up. As Patrick Datz of IMA noted, these facilities are among the most complex assets on the planet, requiring advisors who speak both tech and insurance fluently. As we barrel toward a $1 trillion investment mark in this space, one thing is clear. The way we protect our digital future is evolving just as fast as the AI itself. What do you think? Is the insurance market truly prepared to back the massive AI infrastructure being built today, or are we flirting with a new kind of risk? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the intersection of tech and finance. Thanks for watching. Have you ever wondered if the high-tech future we are building is actually at odds with the Earth we are trying to protect? This past weekend marked 56 years of Earth Day, and while thousands of New Mexicans hit the trails and parks to clear out debris, the mood was far from celebratory. It was a moment of deep reflection on a state struggling with drought, wildfire fears, and a massive tension between our digital hunger and our natural resources. Here is the reality. We are living in the age of AI. Data centers are sprouting up everywhere, and they are thirsty, critically thirsty. In New Mexico, projects like Project Jupiter and various developments in Socorro and El Paso have taken center stage. But these aren't just industrial projects. They are becoming flashpoints for corporate ethics and tribal sovereignty. Take the recent friction involving the Acoma Pueblo, where developers were forced to drop a name they had no right to use. As Acoma Pueblo Governor Charles Riley put it, a tribal name isn't just branding. It's an identity that isn't for sale. It is a powerful reminder that progress shouldn't come at the expense of those who were here first. But there is a twist in the energy narrative. While everyone is arguing over data centers, New Mexico is quietly making moves on a potential game changer: geothermal energy. The State Land Office has finalized new rules to make it easier to tap into that heat beneath our feet. Unlike solar or wind, which need the sun to shine or the breeze to blow, geothermal offers baseload power, energy that hums 24/7. And here is the irony. The skills needed for geothermal are almost identical to those used in the oil and gas fields, meaning we could transition workers, not just energy sources. So where does that leave us? We have the potential to lead the nation in clean, constant power, but we are still fighting uphill battles against drought and corporate overreach. It is a balancing act between the data-driven future and the environmental reality of our desert home. If you want to see how this transition plays out in your own backyard, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll be tracking whether this geothermal promise actually pans out or if it's just another pipe dream in the desert. After all, if we are going to build the future, shouldn't we start by respecting the ground we stand on?